Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. Welcome back to my channel. This is a Faith Junk Journal with Me episode. I put one of these out every single Sunday. And basically I just choose a scripture for the week that is speaking to me. And then I journal about it in my faith journal. So I'm just flipping through my journal looking for a free page. And I'm going towards the back signature, seeing if I want to fill in any of those pages, but in the end I choose one of these earlier pages. This is actually a bag, a paper bag, and I love the purple and the polka dots. It's quite fun. So I've already filled in the other side of the page, so now I'm just going to fill in this one side over here. And then I've grabbed my journaling Bible and I've just bookmarked the page, so I'll read out the scripture and then I'm going to tell a story. All right, so it is Nehemiah 8:10. For the joy of the Lord is your strength. So one of you guys, or I think maybe more than one of you, requested for me to tell some of my faith stories. So here is another faith story and how this scripture applies. And I apologize for my voice. I've got a bit of a cold. We had a late night last night with a 18th birthday party. So loud music, lots of shouting, so losing my voice a little bit. But anyway, hang on, let me just talk about what I'm doing on this page first as well. So I've got this little stamp booklet that came from Stationery Pal. In fact, everything that I'm using to decorate this page came from Stationery Pal. I can't wait to share with you an unboxing video for that. I think that will come out maybe tomorrow or sometime this week. But yeah, very, very excited. Keanu loves it. He plays with all my washi tapes that I got from there, and you'll see some of the washi tapes on this page. I think I used 4 different pieces on this particular page, and I just chose this little stamp piece because it said peace and joy. So for the joy of the Lord is your strength, that goes with the joy. Then I'm just going to stick on this doily, and I'm using a dot liner, which is a glue tape runner, and that also came from Stationery Pal. And I love it. It's just so quick and easy, no fuss. I like using that rather than the craft glue, less mess. And then after this I stick on a brown sticky note paper, and that's great for just sectioning off the page and for adding journaling space. And so then on the doily I write the scripture, and then on the the note paper I write how it was speaking to me, and then I just grab some washi tape and I place it all around the page, just these pastel washi tapes that I really love to go with the pastel purple bag. And so let me just share the faith story now, and how this scripture first spoke to me a while back now. I think I was only in my 20s, maybe even a teenager, 19 or 20, around that age anyway. So let's go back a bit in the story. I've always believed in God, but didn't become a Christian till I was 14, and I didn't start going to church until I was 17. No, I went to youth group at 17, and that's how I started going to church, and I properly, regularly started going at 18. And so I came from a background of wanting to be invisible and wanting to be silent, because I didn't have a lot of self-esteem or confidence, and I hated public speaking. So at school and uni, especially at uni, I would choose subjects based on if they had an oral presentation or not. If it did, I didn't choose that subject, but sometimes I couldn't avoid it. And I would be sweating, my palms would be sweating, my heartbeat would be racing, and I'd be all clammy, and as soon as I got up there, I would talk as fast as I could and get down as soon as I could, and I would stay up the whole night before worrying about it, thinking about it. And so that's just one example of how I didn't like to be seen. I didn't like to be heard, because I thought that, people wouldn't like me, they would judge me, all that kind of stuff. But then at church one time, or at youth group, in fact, I was asked to share my testimony. And originally I was excited, but then all those nerves came, oh gosh, the worry and the stress and all of that. But then I realized, hang on a second, I found this verse, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. And that took away my fear. And what that gave me was just how I was just so excited about sharing about God and what He's done in my life that that took away the fear, if that makes sense. So that really showed me that the joy of the Lord was my strength, the joy of all He's done in my life, the joy of who He is, the joy of just how amazing He is. That gave me the strength to overcome that fear. And that doing that public speaking, sharing my testimony, was completely different to any other type of sharing I've ever done. It was a blast. It was a ball because I was getting to share about my amazing God, and I learned in that moment, like, sharing about God is so much different to doing like a school presentation in front of your classmates. And I would just share about God any chance I could get, I still get a little bit nervous being up in front of everyone or whatever, but I loved sharing about my God. And even like on my channel, I would never in a million years think I could do this or would want to do this. Like 10 years ago, if you told me I would be doing this, you would have just heard me laugh, because I'd be like, no way, I'm the silent, invisible one. That's too scary. But yeah, now it's just like I get to share what I love on my channel. I share my joy for journaling and creating, and of course, an added bonus is I get to share about the joy of my God and my faith here, which is really, really cool. And yeah, thank you to all those people as well who do say like these are your favorite videos, and leave such lovely comments about how it was encouraging or gave you what you needed to hear on a certain day. And I love how God can use just this person from one corner of the world to maybe encourage someone on the other side of the world, as strangers, but still family. Still family that God sees, and He can orchestrate things in such a genius way that things can happen at the right time in the right place. And we're all part of that, all of us. And you guys are an encouragement to me, and I'm sure you're an encouragement to others. So I thank you for that. Just saying how joy can carry you through anything and take you anywhere. It can break through fear. It is powerful like love, a powerful force. It is eternal and lasts forever. I love this idea that how love lasts forever. Joy also lasts forever. How the joyful moments in life, they don't just go away, but I feel like when heaven comes to earth, those joyful moments are enhanced. That they're even more beautiful in the light of true joy and true love, if that makes sense. Yeah, I hope that was encouraging, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.